So the Broadband Authority was created nearly a year ago to administer state and federal funding for broadband initiatives across the Commonwealth. In order to effectively administer funds and ensure access for all, we recently announced the completion of a statewide broadband plan. The plan focuses on challenges and opportunities for broadband, including the availability of internet service, digital equity and affordability, device and technology access, and digital literacy and technical support. However, before we can implement the plan, we need to act now to ensure Pennsylvania receives the federal resources needed to address the digital divide that exists across the state. So last month, the FCC announced the initial release of the National Broadband Map. This map provides information on the level of internet service available at each address across the country. The previous maps were at a much larger geography in terms of the accuracy and level of information being provided. So this detail is provided at the address level. While the new map's an improvement over the previous maps, it inaccurately reports some areas as being served with high-speed internet when they are in fact not. This is important because the map will be used to determine how the $42 billion available through the federal bipartisan infrastructure bill will be allocated to the states to support broadband expansion. To ensure Pennsylvania receives the funding needed to address the connectivity issues that exist in our communities, we recently announced a partnership with Penn State to develop and update state broadband maps and to help to verify the accuracy of the FCC data. Today, we're encouraging all Pennsylvanians to visit the FCC National Broadband Map website and to verify the accuracy of the information that's being reported for your address prior to the January 13th deadline that the FCC has imposed. You have the opportunity to submit a challenge to the FCC if you feel the information that's been reported for your home or business is not accurate. This is important because Pennsylvania will receive additional federal funding for each unserved address that is, or each address that is unserved. To assist with this process, we're announcing a statewide listening session tour where individuals can learn more about the Broadband Authority, the FCC map, and how to challenge inaccurate data that's been reported on the map. There will be 8 sessions held in each of the regions across the Commonwealth over the next week, and everyone is welcome to attend. Business owners, local governments, nonprofits, local elected officials, and of course, members of the general public.
The Broadband Development Authority was created and is tasked with the responsibility of managing and distributing that massive influx of federal taxpayer dollars that will be allocated to Pennsylvania. And those funds are dedicated to bringing high-speed internet access to unserved and underserved areas. These tax dollars, they are coming from the Federal Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act that Congress approved last year. At the end of the day, this is not state money, it's not my money, it's not anyone in this room's money, it is taxpayers' money. And we are the fiscal stewards, and we are tasked with driving this funding to its intended purpose, the places that lack access to high-speed internet. And that is why today and the next several weeks are going to be absolutely critical in our shared goal of bringing high-speed broadband to as many homes, businesses, schools, libraries, and other places across the state in the most cost-effective and efficient manner. So the Federal Communication Commission, the FCC, has tasked every state with a very short time frame to look at its maps that will be used to determine where that federal funding will go. In fact, looking at the FCC map, before I came over here today, it shows that this entire area is covered with strong 4G LTE cellular connectivity, and in some instances, 5G connectivity. The whole region is labeled at 100% connected. However, I know that after representing this area for the last 4 years in the Senate of Pennsylvania, that nothing could be further from the truth. Brandon said, and I'm going to say it again, we need each and every one of you to weigh in on these maps. You need to visit broadbandmap.fcc.gov, type in your address, and see if it shows your home, your business, where your child goes to school, and see if you have internet connectivity. If it's incorrect, you can challenge it. The authority is going to fight to make sure that every individual who lacks access is heard through this process. But you need to speak up. You need to check out that map. You need to call your legislator's office. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get this done and to get it done right. Your input means that we'll have the best data possible to make data-driven decisions on where these federal dollars will be spent. And we have a little more than 1 month to get this data.